reproductive organs, having healthy reproductive organs plus with normal functioning, normal functioning, normal normal functioning is called reproductive health. And as we have seen, according to WHO, according to World Health Organization, World Health Organization is also defined, World Health Organization is also defined reproductive health. What it has been defined? Total well-being, total well-being in all aspects of, total well-being in all aspects of reproduction, in all aspects of reproduction, in all aspects of reproduction. Clear? So according to World Health Organization, what was the definition was given by the World Health Organization? Total well-being, total well-being in all aspects of reproduction, in aspects of reproduction is called as reproductive health. It may be what? It may be physical, it may be physical, or it may be emotional, right? Social and behavioral, right? Behavioral. This was said by World Health Organization. See, mere presence of reproductive organs doesn't indicate that the person is fertile. Mere presence of reproductive organs doesn't indicate that the person is fertile, isn't it? It must have the functional role also, right? And as well, what happens here, the people who are living in a community, they must have a normal communication. The behavior with the other gender should be, within the same gender should be normal. In that way also we are going to define what? Reproductive health. Later what we have seen, family planning program, which was initiated in the year of what? 1951. Family planning program. Why family planning program? See, family planning program, right? 1951. See, there was a major goal for all the countries across the globe, that what? To achieve reproductive health as a social goal. To achieve reproductive health as a social goal, it was a primary. To achieve the reproductive health as a social goal, many countries introduced what they introduced? They introduced various action plans. They introduced, and they introduced various types of programs. One among the program is what? RCH, reproductive child health care. Clear? His voice is clear? Yes. His voice is clear? You following? Right. Okay. Right. So these are the things. The main motto of each and every country is what? To attain reproductive health as a social goal. For that reason, they implemented various action plans and programs. Action plans and programs were introduced by the various countries. Even India is also one among the first countries to initiate the plans to attain the reproductive health as a social goal, right? So here the first one is what? Family planning program, which was initiated in the year of 1951. Later, RCH, reproductive child health care. It has mainly two functions. What is the function? It brings awareness. It brings awareness about various aspects of reproduction, various aspects of reproduction, various aspects of reproduction, various aspects of reproduction. Okay, RCH का function क्या है? It brings awareness about the various aspects related to the reproduction, and also it helps in the, it facilitates or supports to build, it facilitates what, it facilitates or supports to build social, to build what, healthy reproductive society, healthy reproductive, healthy reproductive society. Reproductive society is going to be made with the help of RCH, reproductive child health care. Besides that, we have seen there are various kinds of advertisements are there, like print media, isn't it? Print media or NGOs, governmental organizations, non-governmental organizations, AV, audio visuals, all these are going to be telecasted and been published, so that, I mean, going to be telecasted in and around the rural areas, so that the people are going to get what, aware about various kinds of reproductive events, various problems or various kinds of events are going to be get clarified with the help of RCH in collaboration with governmental organizations and non-government NGOs, non-governmental organizations, right? Then we have seen about the introduction of sex education in the school. What is the main motto of introduction of sex education in the school? Sex education, sex education, sex education in the school, because it is going to discourage or it is going to reduce the myths and misconceptions, myth and misconceptions that are present in the young minds, myths and misconceptions which are present in the child is going to get removed or vanished by the introduction of sex education at the school level. And as well, they will be knowing the right information. They will be knowing about what? Right information. They're going to know about the right information about reproductive organs, about reproductive organs, about reproductive organs. They'll be knowing about the right information about the reproductive organs, and as well they'll be knowing the what, hygienic sexual practices, and so that they're going to be away from various kinds of sexually transmitted diseases like HIV, AIDS, and genital herpes and genital warts. That is the main motto for the introduction of sex education in the school is this, okay, to discourage myths and misconceptions, right, and providing right information about the reproductive organs, and to know about the hygienic sexual practices, and to know the precautions, so that they can prevent various kinds of, so that they can prevent from what, various kinds of STDs, sexually transmitted diseases like HIV AIDS. Clear? Yes, up to here clear? Adolescence means what? Same. Adolescence is a age group, actually. Adolescence is a age group that is present between the puberty and as well as the adulthood. Okay, it's a age group where much changes are going to be occurred in the body, right? The most vulnerable age is also what? adolescence, because much stress is seen, various kinds of changes are going to be seen in the body, right? Much confusion over will be there. That age is called as adolescence, adolescence age, right? This we have seen. And besides that, we also have seen, about what are the things in which way the RCH is going to encourage, RCH is going to bring awareness, and in on which events they are going to stress, that we have seen, isn't it? What are the things that have been stressed by the RCH? That is one, right? One, RCH activities, RCH, reproductive child health care. So they are going to tell the importance of the health, or the things which we need to take care during pregnancy, or during delivery, or postnatal care, postnatal care, of infant, and after delivery also the mother's health. They're going to stress the importance of both the health, right? And if there is any kind of problem due in the menstrual cycle, they're going to address, or they're going to show some kind of reasons for various kinds of problems. And these RCH is mostly targeting on two things. One is what they are going to focus on the people who are uh, married couple, right? Newly married couple, so that what happened, they're going to motivate them to bring up the smaller families, to encourage them with the smaller families, and they're going to provide some incentives. That we have seen in the last class. And later we also have seen amniocentesis, right? From the amnion we are going to collect what the fluid. The fluid is going to be examined or determined to see various kinds of genetic disorders. Disorders are going to be seen, isn't it? Like sickle cell anemia, hemophilia, or Down syndrome. These you are going to get clearly in the next chapter. In the next chapter, we are going to deal with genetics. At that time, you are going to get clear explanation about all these. Okay. Down syndrome. Down syndrome means what? Actually, we have 46 chromosomes, isn't it? So if the 21st chromosome, normally it is what? A pair, two in number, isn't it? This is the 21st pair. This is the 21st chromosome. But in addition to this, if one more chromosome is present, then it is called as what? Down syndrome. Down syndrome is because of the additional presence of 21st chromosome is called as Down syndrome. Hemophilia, sickle cell anemia, all these are going to be detected with the advent of amniocentesis. With the advent of amniocentesis, we are going to recognize. Unfortunately, it has been misused. For the determination of sex. Amniocentesis, unfortunately, it is used to determine or determination. What determination? Sex determination. So it was used for sex determination, so that it was banned. A statutory ban was imposed. Statutory ban in the sense the ban was made by the law, by imposing some kind of law, so that no one is going to perform amniocentesis. Amniocentesis was banned because the people are knowing the sex of the developing fetus, and few people are unfortunately going for male feticide. Okay, an act of aborting female child within the womb of the mother is called female feticide, right? Female feticide. And there was due to the continuous development in the what science, right? Various kinds of contraceptive methods have been developed, right? So one pill was developed, namely called as Saheli. Saheli is there, that we are going to see when we are talking about contraceptive methods. Saheli, once week pill, which was developed by CDRI, Central Drug Research Institute, which is located in Lucknow. Very important. Very important. What is that? Saheli. Right. So how can we know that the society has achieved some awareness on reproductive health? How? How can we know? How can we know? How can we know? How can we know that the society is achieved? The society achieved about achieved reproductive health. How do we come to a conclusion that the society has achieved reproductive health? Yes, how can we conclude that the society has achieved reproductive health? How? What is the difference between adolescence and teenage? See, same. Adolescence and teenage both are same. Clear? That is also what? Puberty before means what? 13, right? 12 or 13. From 13 to 18, 19, we call it as what? Same. Teenage or adolescence is same. Right? How can we come to conclude that the society has achieved reproductive health? There are few signs are there. What are that? For example, people, if they are having smaller families, isn't it? Smaller families. If they have smaller families, we can say that they have got achieved regarding what? They have got awareness about the reproductive health, encouraging smaller families, and people are preferring for institutional assistance deliveries, institutional assistance delivery, right? So means what here? The people are going to the hospital, especially they are what they are moving to the hospital for their deliveries, which we call as institutional assistance deliveries, right? Institutional assistance delivery, right? Due to this, what happens? Maternal mortality rate, MMR, maternal mother means mother. Maternal mortality rate decreases. Maternal mortality rate decreases. Maternal mortality rate decreases, and even infant mortality rate decreases. Infant mortality, death rate. Simply, some people, right? If the doctor is not attended the case at correct time, or else if the conditions where if they are not going for institutional deliveries, if they are going for what do we call them as uh, uh, normally people at in the villages, right? In the villages they are going to do, right? Midwife we call. What do we call them as? Midwives are also going to perform deliveries, isn't it? These midwives without sign, I mean, they have some kind of knowledge over the deliveries. When the delivery is going to become critical time, at that time they also can't help us. That is the reason why we need to prefer what? Institutional assistance delivery, so that what happened, there won't be any kind of problem in the MMR and IMR. Okay, clear? Yes, are you following? This chapter is like theoretical will be more. Once this is finished, then we are going to come into concepts. Right. Okay. So smaller families, if the society contains smaller families, what we need to think? Okay, they got awareness about the reproductive health. If they're preferring institutional assisted deliveries, we need to consider that they have got knowledge about the reproductive health. Due to the institutional assisted delivery, what happened here? Maternal mortality rate and infant mortality rate is going to decreases. And fourth one, having knowledge about contraceptives. Having knowledge about contraceptives. Contraceptives means which birth control. Birth control. Having knowledge about birth control methods. Birth control methods. Birth control methods. And recognizing the signs and symptoms. Recognizing the signs and symptoms of STDs, and they visit the doctor in time, and so that it is going to get prevented. It is also going to get prevented. Clear? So if these characteristics are seen among the people in our society, then that society is considered as what? The society has got what? Reproductive health awareness. So and so society is called as reproductively what? Awareness about reproductive health has got achieved by the society. So these are the things need to be what? Understand by the people. This is about what? Reproductive health. And next, clear? Take the screenshot, then we'll move on. Next, population stabilization and birth controls, or population explosion and birth controls. Population explosion and birth control. First, let us say about population explosion. Why? Population explosion means what? Growth of a population, indefinite growth of a population. Growth of a population is called as population explosion. Growth of a population is considered as what? Population explosion. Population explosion we call. Right. What are the reasons? What are the reasons for population explosion? Can you reasons for population explosion? What are the reasons? What could be the reasons? What could be the reasons for what? Population explosion. Reasons are these. What is that? Increased medical facilities, isn't it? Increased medical facilities. Increased medical facilities. Increased medical facilities, isn't it? Increased medical facilities cause what happened? The population is being increased, and a rapid decline of MMR, maternal mortality rate, and infant mortality rate. Okay, normally what happened here? As the facilities, as the all-round development is going to be takes place, right? Development is being taking place, and the facilities, increased medical facilities. Due to this increased medical facilities, what happened? There is a decrease in the death rate of MMR and IMR. Okay, MMR and IMR. This is also one of the reasons. And next one, people are more in reproducible age. More people are in reproducible age. Are reproducible age. More people are in reproducible age. Due to this more reproducible age, what happened? The growth is going to get increases. Growth is going to get increases. Peoples are more in the reproducible age. People are more in reproducible age, so that what happened, the population is going to explode. Institutional deliveries, whom we call as midwife. Okay, institutional deliveries means normally what happens at villages, they may not be having a proper facilities, right? No proper facilities will be there. Okay, institutional matlab kya hai? Hospital, primary health center bolte na, PHC. Institutional deliveries must be encouraged, so that what happened, the doctor will be there, they're going to look after, they're going to take care. That is called institutional deliveries. Institutional deliveries means that one. Okay, clear? Institutional deliveries means that. Next, whom we call as midwife. You see, the people generally in the villages, the age around 50 years old women is going to perform the deliveries, isn't it? Where there is no access, I'm stressing the point, where there is no access of medical or the hospitals, there these people are going to perform the deliveries. That people are called as midwives. They're called as what? Midwives. People who performing deliveries, the elderly women are called as midwives. Are called as midwives. Clear? What, sir? What is bisexuality? Or if it is bisexual means what? Having both sexes. For example, earthworm is there. When you see in the earthworm, what happened in the earthworm? 5 by 6, 6 by, okay, 5 by 6, 6 by 7, 7 by 8, 8 by 9. What are present? Spermaticae are present, isn't it? Spermaticae were present, right? And in 10th, in 10 by 11, what are present? Female genital pore is present in 13 segment, isn't it? 13 segment, what we are going to see female. And as well, what prostate glands are present, and it's going to open into what? 18 segment, where male genital pore is present. Means what? Both the male and female are present in single, then it is called bisexuality. Bisexual animals. Bisexual animals. Clear? So we are talking about what? Population explosion. Growth is being increasing, right? What are the reasons for explosion? Matlab increasing in the population is called growth of a population. So reasons for population explosion, what are the reasons? Because the lifestyle, I mean, what? Increased medical facilities have been increased. And due to the increased medical facilities, what happened? We are prolonging the life of each and everyone. And even with the help of various kinds of medical medical operations or surgeries, we are going to make the people alive. So that what happened? We are performing and we are increasing the population, right? So a rapid decline of MMR and IMR. Decline because institutional deliveries are encouraged. Due to the institutional deliveries, there is a decrease in MMR and IMR. And more people are in reproducible age. More people are in reproducible age. Clear? Let us see some statistics which have been given regarding the what? Growth, population, right? Let us see about world population. World population. World population in the 1990s. 1900, right? The population was around, how much? The population is around 2 billions. 2 billion. Okay. And whereas in 2000 it was 6 billion. 6 billion. And in 2011, the population is around 7.2 billions. 7.2 billion. So what we are talking about, the statistics which have been given regarding population. World population in 1900s is around 2 billions, and around 2000 it is 6 billions, and around 2011 it is 7.2 billion. See, the population is going to be calculated for about every 10 years once. For every 10 years they are going to calculate the population. And with respect to the Indian population, right, in India, at the time of independence, at the time of independence, the population was around 350 million. Around 350 million. And at the time of 2000, the population was nearly to 1 billion. Nearly to 1 billion. Nearly to 1 billion. Nearly to 1 billion. Whereas around 2011 it is around 1.2 billions. Around 1.2 billion. So these are the various statistics of the world population and as well as the population of India. The population of India. Clear? Is this clear? Right. So what is the, as the population is going to explode, as the population is increasing, then what are the causes we have seen, isn't it? Reasons we have seen. Now we need to see the effects of population explosion. As the population is going to increase, what happens? At one stage, even the basic requirements like food, okay, food, shelter and clothing is going to get what? More demand, isn't it? We don't even get the proper or the basic requirements is also not going to get if the population is going to increases at these alarming. Means what? If the population is increasing at these high speed, what happens? The basic needs are also very difficult to attain by everyone. Food, shelter and clothing are going to get affected by the people. Clear? So then what about the role of RCH? What is the role of RCH? As I said, RCH, it has been bringing awareness, isn't it? It was encouraging for the smaller families, isn't it? It was encouraging about the smaller families, right? So through these RCH, there was a marginal decrease, very, very less. Okay, very, very less. Marginal decrease in the population growth. Marginal decrease in the population growth. Okay, the population growth is around 2%. 2%, right? Less than 2%. The population growth is what? Less than 2%. That is 20 new babies per 1,000 persons. 20 babies per 1,000 new persons. 1,000 new persons per year. 20 babies, maybe the male or the female. The growth we are saying 20 babies per 1,000 per year. So the growth is around less than 2%. The growth rate is what? Less than 2%. So as the growth is going, as the population is increasing, what do we need to do? What are the things need to, I mean, what are the things that are being encouraged? What, in what way we need to motivate, right? Let us see. Okay. How to control population explosion. Control of population explosion. Control of population explosion. What is that? First, motivate for smaller families, smaller families. Clear? We need to motivate for smaller families, right? So what happens normally, we have a slogan, right? We have a slogan. I'll post in the group. We have a slogan. See, while the class is going on, this kind of disturbance is not encourageable. Okay, we'll talk. But when the class is going on, okay, no problem. Right now, I'm going to share a photograph. Just have a look. See, here what happened, the photograph which I have sent is what you see. You can see a different picture, right? What is that? A smaller family is there, a larger family is there. Okay, smaller family has a slogan, namely called Hum Do Hamare Do. Hum Do Hamare Do. We two, our two. We two, our two. Right? Smaller families are going to be the healthier families. Smaller families are going to be the healthier families, so that it is going to build a healthy nation. So we need to encourage. What is the slogan? Hum do hamare do, right? We two, our two. We two, our two. Okay, means what? Having two child. You might have seen in the advertisements, or you might have seen on the electrical bills, right? Or the water bill, the electricity bill is there, no? Even on the back side and the bottom, you're going to get this one, right? What is that? Having a smaller family, importance of smaller family, and slogan, right? Hum do hamare do, we two are two. And the importance of having smaller families are going to be printed on the various kinds of bills, to make to know the importance of the smaller families. That is one thing. And third one, even though the statutory marriage age was increased, even the statutory marriage age was increased, in the female it was 18 years. In the female it was 18 years. In the females it was 18 years. Whereas in male, whereas in males, what? In males it is around 21 years. Around, okay, the statutory marriageable age is also increases. In females it is 18 years, whereas in males it is what? 21 years. All these are being done because to control the population, to control the population, right? So you might have seen the people who are these days, not even two, one child norm is going on, one child norm. The people who are working in the urban areas, right? Who are working in the urban areas, they're just stopping with only one child. One child norm is also being what? Prevailing in the society nowadays. One child norm. Okay. One child norm. one child means having only one child norm in the urban areas who are working, especially who are working. So these are the, in this way, what happens, we can control the population explosion. And we need to stress the importance of contraceptive methods. Now we are going to see about contraceptive methods in detail. About the contraceptive methods we are going to see. This is about what? Population explosion, bad effects of population explosion, and how we are going to control the population explosion. Clear? Yes. Is this clear? हम दो हमारे दो. Okay. Right. Population explosion. Then we are going to see about contraceptive methods. Contraceptive methods matlab to control, see what happens, for example, without using any kind of contraceptives, what is going to be seen after having child? He or she, I mean, a couple has a child, isn't it? And one more child, two child finished. Now they don't have any awareness about contraceptive methods. Neither they did not go for any kind of tubectomy or vasectomy. Now what happens if mating occurs? There may be a possibility of conceive, isn't it? Conception matlab pregnancy, attaining pregnancy. Conception is going to take place. At that time, what happens? The whatever the mating or coitus is casual mating, but it results in what? Fertilization. Then it leads to what? Pregnancy. So for that reason, to avoid unwanted pregnancies, or to have gaps between one child to the other child, we have various kinds of contraceptive methods, right? Contraceptive methods we are going to see. Contraceptive methods or contraception. Birth control. We have various kinds of contraceptive methods are there. There are some characters are there. Ideal characteristic features of a contraceptive. Okay, there are some characters are there. Some ideal characters are there to a contraceptive. What is that? What are the ideal characteristics of a contraceptive? Number one is what? It should be user friendly. What is it? User friendly. The contraceptive should be user friendly. It is user friendly, right? And it should be easily available. It should be easily available, right? And it should be very effective. I mean, it must be very effective and with least or no side effects. Clear, ma? What are we are seeing? We are seeing the ideal characteristic features of a contraceptive. What are the ideal characteristics of a contraceptive? One is user friendly. It must be user friendly. It must be easily available, right? Okay. And it should be very effective. Function wise, it should be effective. And it should be least or no side effects. And fifth one, it should be reversible. Reversible matlab What is the reversible? For example, a woman is there, right? So now she wants to stop the attaining pregnancy. So she selected a contraceptive. One method of contraceptive she selected. After 2 years, again she wants to conceive. She wants to conceive. Okay, she desires or she wishes to have one more child. At that time, what happened? The contraceptive, whatever she was inserted, it should be reversed. So that what happened? Again, she gets motherhood. Clear? Reversibility must be there. Okay, it must be reversible. And most important is that these contraceptive should not should not should not should not cause any kind of what it should not cause any kind of trouble to sex desire. Okay, it should not interfere in the sex desire or sexual activity. It should not interfere. It should not interfere. It should not reduce the sex desire or sexual activity of the users. Sexual activity or sex desire of the users. It should not interfere with us. It should not interfere. Means what? While they are using this one, it should not cause any kind of trouble, right? As if they were normally, it should be there. So that what happens? The sexual desire and the sexual activity is going to be normal. It should not interfere with the sexual desire or sexual drive, or sexual activity of the users. Clear, ma? These are what the ideal characteristics of contraceptive methods. Clear? Any doubts in the characteristics of ideal contraceptive methods? Ideal contraceptives. Sexual drive or sexual desire means what? Feelings. The feelings should not get disturbed. Okay, when they are using any kind of contraceptive method, the intimacy between them should not be lost because of the usage of contraceptive. That we call as what? It should not interfere with the sexual desire or sexual drive. Clear? One, 2 points, explain once, right? User friendly means what? Privacy. The people who are using it, it should be very easily, it should not harm them. Okay, it should not cause any kind of pain. It should not cause any kind of trouble, isn't it? And it should not it's provided, it should not give time and again. What happens? Its presence should not be known to the person. That is about user friendly. Okay, it must be user friendly, easily available. See, for example, uh, physical barriers are there, like physic physical barriers are there, like condoms, right? If these condoms, if they are not easily available, what happens? There may be what? The growth is going to get increases, isn't it? Easily available. The contraceptives should easily available. They should be user friendly, and they should work effective, least or no side effects, and they should be reversible. As and when the women wants to conceive, at that time these contraceptives should be removed, and the same again she gets what? Pregnancy. And should not interfere with the sexual drive or sexual desire of the users. These are the ideal contraceptives, the characteristics of ideal contraceptives. Ideal contraceptives. Right. Take the screenshot, then we'll continue. Contraception, right? Contraception or contraceptives. there are various types of contraceptive methods are there. Now we are going to see the types of contraceptive methods. Various types of methods are there, like natural method, natural method, natural method, or or traditional method, traditional method, traditional method, natural method or traditional method. Okay, various types of contraceptive methods. Second one, barriers. Second one, what? Barriers. Third one, IUDs, intrauterine, intrauterine devices, intrauterine devices. Clear ma? So various types of contraceptive methods we are seeing. The first one is what? Natural method or traditional method. And second one is what? Barriers. And third one is what? Intrauterine devices. And fourth one, pills, contraceptive pills. Pills or tablets. Pills or tablets which are called oral contraceptives. Oral contraceptives. Oral contraceptives. Oral contraceptives. And fifth one, oral contraceptives, injectables, 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 implants, injectables, implants, and finally surgical method. Finally what? Surgical method. Surgical method. Clear ma? These are various kinds of contraceptive methods which we are going to see in detail one after the other. One after the other, we are going to see various kinds of contraceptive methods. See, clear? First one is what? Natural method or traditional method. Second one is barriers like condoms. And there are other things also there, like walls, cervical caps are present, diaphragms are present, which are included in barriers. And intrauterine devices, there are some devices, some instrument, okay, which is filled with various kinds of what inorganic elements, and they're going to be inserted into the uterus, so that it is called intra matlab inside, intrauterine devices, IUDs. And next one is what? Pills or tablets. There are some hormones, isn't it, to delay the pregnancy or to have what, not to get conceived. People are going to use various kinds of pills. In that pills, what happened? Various kinds of combination of hormones are present, little amount of hormones, single or combination hormones are present. And injectables, in injectables also synthetic hormones are going to be given in the form of injections, right? And implants, implants means they are like matchstick, they are like matchstick. These implants are going to be introduced under the skin. Under the skin, these implants are loaded with various kinds of hormones, especially with progesterone. Okay, progesterone hormones are going to be introduced in that. These we'll see one by one in detail, right? And surgical methods means last final method. Okay, through the surgery it is irreversible. Surgical method is rarely, very difficult for reversible, but all these things are reversible. Barriers is reversible, IUD is reversible, pills and tablets, if you stop talking, she's going to get conceived. Injections and implants also same. But once they go for surgical methods, once they go for surgical methods, the rate of reversal, the rate of reversibility is very less in the surgical method. The surgical method is also called as sterilization technique. Surgical method is also called as what? Sterilization technique. Sterilization techniques. Sterilization techniques. Clear ma? Now we are going to see these are what? Various contraceptive methods. Various contraceptive methods. Okay. That we'll see. Barrier means We'll see one by one we'll see. Okay. We are going to see one by one. First one, natural method. First one is what? Natural method or traditional method. Natural method or traditional method. The main principle. Okay, natural method is going to work on the principle of what? Avoiding the avoiding the chance of ovum and sperm meeting. Okay, in the natural method, on what principle it works? We are, avoiding the chance of ovum and sperm meeting, isn't it? When ovum and sperm are not meeting, what happens? Ovum and sperm are not meeting. Ovum and sperm are not meeting. Not meeting. They are not meeting. We are avoiding the meeting of ovum and sperm. Okay, that is the main principle in the natural method. Clear? Natural method works on the principle of avoiding the meeting of sperm and ovum. Avoiding the meeting of sperm and ovum. If they are going to meet, what happens? It results in fertilization, isn't it? It results in fertilization, so that we are avoiding the meeting of sperm and ovum, so that fertilization is being avoided, right? So under the natural method, there are three subheadings are there. The first one, we'll write A. A is what? Periodic abstinence. Periodic abstinence. Abstinences or periodic abstinence. Right? What is periodic abstinence? What is it meant by abstain? Abstain. What is the meaning of abstain? What do you call? What is the meaning of abstain? Yes. What is the meaning of abstain? Okay, no problem. Means what? Avoid. Abstain means what? Avoid. Sometimes we go to the doctor, isn't it? Yes, someone is typing. We'll wait. Okay, right? Abstain means what? To avoid, right? The doctor said sometimes if a person is one who is having some kind of liver problem, if he is continuously taking alcohol, the doctor asks him to abstain from the alcohol. Abstain from the alcohol means be away from the alcohol. Similarly, abstain का मतलब क्या है? Away, avoid, abstain. Abstain means what? Being away, or avoid. Avoid करना है. What do you need to avoid? Coitus should be avoided. What should be avoided? Coitus should be avoided. When it should be avoided? Period. He's given periodic. Means what? For example, this is the menstrual cycle which we have seen from 1 to 28 days. 1 to 28 days is a normal menstrual cycle. This is the mid cycle, isn't it? 14th day. And 10th to 17th period of the menstrual cycle is highly fertile, isn't it? It is highly fertile. There may be a chance of ovulation, isn't it? If the 10th to 17th day means the period sometimes what happen fluctuate, isn't it? So in that context, what I'm saying, the couple should avoid coitus to a specific period of the menstrual cycle. That is what? 10th to 17th days. From 10th to 17th days of of a normal menstrual cycle, of a normal menstrual cycle, normal menstrual cycle में क्या करना? They should not involve in coitus during these days. Why? So that during these days, what happen? Ovulation occurs. If they're going to involve in the coitus without, this is a natural method. They don't use any kind of condoms, or they don't use any kind of what contraceptive pills, nothing. Simply, this is a natural method. There is no any usage of chemicals, so that this method is called as natural method. In the natural, this is called natural method, right? So what is periodic abstinence? Abstain, being away or avoid. What we need to avoid? Coitus should be avoid. Okay, the couple should avoid the coitus. Why? What is the need of avoiding coitus? To prevent the meeting of ovum and sperm. To prevent the meeting of ovum and sperm is the main principle, right? So to prevent the meeting of ovum and sperm, the couple should avoid the coitus during 10th to 17th day of the cycle, so that conception matlab pregnancy, so that what happened? Conception is avoided. Conception is avoided. Conception is avoided. Conception is avoided. This is about what? Periodic abstinence. Periodic abstinence. But these are not highly reliable. Highly reliable, because the people cannot calculate perfectly. Sometimes what happens, right? There may be a chance of fertilization also. They must be accurately, they must be very cautious if they are selecting these kind of contraceptive methods, because the failure will be more in this method. Natural method mein kya hai? Failure of contraceptive means there may be a chance of meeting. That is the reason we must be very cautious when we are selected a contraceptive method as a natural way, right? This is one thing. Clear? Periodic abstinence. See, you are asking doubts. I know that. Okay, let me tell. Okay, 10 to 17 months. I'll tell. Right. Coitus means the union. The union of both male and female is called coitus. Okay. Mating. The other name is what? Mating. Copulation. Coitus. Mating. Okay. Many things. Coitus should be avoided. Mating should be avoided. The physical union of the couple should be avoided. Right. So what? 10 to 17 someone asked. Right. Menstrual cycle sune aap. If you're listening menstrual cycle, it will be easy. What was that? 14th day mein kya hota? Ovulation is taking place. Okay, if assume here on 14th day ovulation occurred. Ovulation occurred, right? So the secondary oocyte is released, and it is going to be where it will move? It will move to the oviduct, isn't it? And it is going to wait at ampullary ischemic junction, isn't it? And during these time, after 14 or 15, assume that at 15th day, the male partner has got inseminated. Insemination has done. Then what happens? If the insemination has happened on, the sperms can live up to 72 hours. That is 3 days. Whereas the ovum or the secondary oocyte is going to present for 24 to 48 hours. 24 to 48 hours. So to prevent the meeting of these, what happened? We need to be away from 10th to 17th day, because this 10th to 17th day ovulation occurs, and these days are called as highly fertile days. So there may be conception. Okay, it may lead to what? Pregnancy. For that reason, 10 to 17th day should be avoided. So a particular period is avoiding, so it is called as periodic abstinence. Clear ma? Periodic abstinence means at such particular period they need to be abstained from the copulation or coitus. This is called periodic abstinence. Okay. Right. Next, second one. So what I said, natural method mein there are three are there. First one is periodic abstinence. Next one is coitus interruptus. Coitus. Coitus means, as I said, mating. Coitus interruptus. So natural method, one we have seen. What is the one? In the natural method, what is the one? First one, periodic abstinence. Periodic abstinence. Abstinence, right? Second one is what here? Coitus interruptus. Coitus interruptus. Interruptus. In this method, see, the name itself is saying coitus means, I said, what is coitus? The physical union of the both partners is called coitus. Interruptus, interrupting. Okay, coitus is interrupted in the middle. In what sense? For example, the male partner can feel the ejaculation, right? What the male partner can feel the ejaculation of sperm into the female genital tract. So just before ejaculation, the male partner is going to remove his penis, from the vagina, so that what happens? The sperms are not going to pass, so that the insemination is avoided. What is avoided? Insemination. What is coitus interruptus? Here the male partner is the active role. So what happened here? The male is going to withdraw his penis. Male is going to withdraw of his penis. Withdrawal of his penis from the female vagina or genital tract before ejaculation, just before ejaculation, so that what happened? Insemination is avoided. Therefore, if there is no insemination, there is no conception, no pregnancy. But it is highly impossible. Very sometimes, mostly what? Impossible. Mostly impossible. That is about what? Coitus interruptus. जो a natural method है ना, in this natural method, the person should be very attentive, very conscious, because they're not using any kind, isn't it? So for that reason, the failure of these, the failure chances will be more in the natural method. Clear? That is about coitus interruptus. Coitus interruptus. Coitus is interrupted in the middle. Just before ejaculation, the male is going to withdraw his penis so that insemination is avoided. Third one, lactational amenorrhea. Lactational amenorrhea. Lactational amenorrhea. Lactational means what? An act of giving milk to the what? The infant is called lactation. Amenorrhea. Amenorrhea means absence of menstrual cycle. Absence of menstrual cycle is called amenorrhea. Clear ma? Amenorrhea is what? Absence of menstrual cycle. What? When it is absent, during lactational period. What is lactational? Right? When the mother is feeding, when actively, right? When the mother is actively feeding the baby with the breast milk, what happened? That is, there is a specific time period is there, followed from the parturition. From the parturition to the next 6 months, to the next 6 months, to the next 6 months, there will be no ovulation, no ovulation, no menstrual cycle, no ovulation, no menstrual cycle followed from the parturition to the 6 months. Why? Are you understanding what I'm saying? Okay, mother is there. For example, she has got delivered today, the baby, right? From tomorrow onwards, what happened? She is going to feed the baby. Like that. From tomorrow onwards, up to 6 months. Up to 6 months, there won't be no ovulation. No ovulation and no menstrual cycle. Why? The reason is that when the mother is intensively feeding the baby during the lactation. Lactation means an act of providing mother's milk, the breast milk to the developing infant is called lactation. During the high lactation period time, what hormone will be more in the blood? Prolactin hormone is more, right? Prolactin hormone will be more. The concentration of prolactin hormone is more in the blood. So whenever the prolactin concentrations are more, this prolactin is going to suppress, it is going to suppress the anterior pituitary hormones. That is anterior pituitary hormones that are what? FSH and LH. FSH, LH are not produced in the body when prolactin hormones are high. When prolactin hormones are high, FSH and LH are not produced. As you all know that FSH is very, very important, isn't it? For follicular development, for ovulation, right? So since more prolactin is present in the mother's blood, it is going to inhibit the production of FSH, LH. For that reason, during intensive lactation period, followed from parturition up to 6 months, there won't be no menstrual cycle and no ovulation. Such condition is called lactational amenorrhea. Lactational matlab feeding, providing milk, lactating. Amenorrhea means what? Absence of menstrual cycle. Absence of menstrual cycle is called amenorrhea. Is called as amenorrhea. Clear ma? Okay. These three methods, these three are called as natural methods. Are they using any kind of chemicals or any kind of barriers? No, they're not using. Simple, naturally. Just these methods are also called as what? Calendar method. The natural method is, I mean, the periodic abstinence is there, no? It is also called as calendar method we call. We call it as what? Calendar method. Okay. Clear? Natural method. Three are there: periodic abstinence, coitus interruptus, and lactational amenorrhea. This is natural, but this is the rate of failure will be more in this method. The rate of failure will be more in this method. Clear? So that the person should be more cautious if they are following natural method as a contraceptive. If they are following natural method as a contraceptive, the partner should be more conscious. Clear? Any doubts? If you have any doubts, why coitus interrupt is mostly impossible? It is impossible. It is impossible. That's it. That's the answer. Because we cannot speak out coitus interruptus. Okay, right? It depends upon the person who harms, who controls his feeling, no issues. Who cannot, definitely it will be the failure, right? It depends upon the individuality, right? But mostly we say that natural method is going to be the rate of success will be less. Instead of failure, let us say that the rate of success is less in the natural method. Natural method of okay, right. Clear, ma, girls? Okay, are you following? Any doubts? I said no, ma. Coitus means what? Coitus, if you don't understand, how could you all these are related that only, right? Physical union of both male and female partner is called coitus or copulation or mating or mating. Okay, ma. Clear. Right. So go through once NCERT. Or if you have any doubts, that we'll see. And someone has sent in the group, right? A doubt was there. Yesterday I have seen in the NCERT, it was given like this in the academy, right? According to the NCERT, the Sertoli cells are going to nourish the germ cells. According to NCERT, okay, that statement is considered, right? That is only the true statement, right? Normally, what happens? That cells need not require any kind of nourishment. The developing sperms needs nourishment. That is true. But what has been mentioned in the NCERT, we need to take it as standard. So what it has been given, the germ cells are going to be nourished by the Sertoli cells. Clear, ma? Right? Thank you all. We'll meet in the next class. Go through once the NCERT. Thank you all.